Hello, everyone. We're the Big Red SN guys alongside Jordan. I'm Wesley. We're here to discuss Lamar's homecoming game against Nicholls State. Now, Jordan, Lamar's got a good win off of HBU, 55-7. They won that convincingly, handled HBU in every single aspect of the game. Can we do the same for Nicholls?
I think we can. And the way we do it is taking that same level of preparation we brought into HBU and applying it to Nicholls. Think back to the Northwestern State game. It was a team with a winless record. HBU were winless in conference. And Nicholls, as we're playing this upcoming week, only has 1 win on the season. So it's a constant thing we're seeing these lesser talented teams, if you just want to be honest. We go in and we play them. We got to make sure we don't overlook them because we want an instance like Houston Baptist, not like Northwestern State. Exactly. And how we do that is taking that same level of preparation and just being focused in all 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, and special teams, and we'll get the job done.
Yes, and we also saw the return of Carson Earp last week. He wasn't asked to throw the ball much, but he did show that he can still run it. He can run that offense efficiently. Cade Harrington, well, ain't much more you can say about him. He's the man in this conference, in the nation, leading the league in all kinds of records.
He definitely is. He had 192 yards on the ground, and that was seen as a slow game for Cade.
It was.
Almost 200 yards. And as you mentioned, Carson, him returning offensively, he racked up 80 yards on the ground, and that's the element that he brings. It's the ground game and the read option. If the play's busted down the field, he can make a play outside of the pocket and go and get the job done. And Cade Harrington has been straight up phenomenal. So we should see more of the same. Defensively, making sure that we remain in the right spot is very key. We're going to get up early in that game, I predict, and making sure we stay disciplined and don't let a team like Nicholls crawl back into the game.
Absolutely. I feel like once we get on top, we need to keep the gas to the floor. We did that versus HBU. We haven't done that against the lesser teams like Northwestern State when we should have, because we started off slow. I feel like when we start fast, we need to finish fast and finish strong. Special teams was huge last week. Seth Ellis had a punt return for a touchdown. Almost had 2 if one didn't get called back. Offensively, Joe Minden was able to hit Devon Brown, even with the absence of Reggie Beggleton. Other receivers stepped up. G. Gladney, Jace Nelson, DeAndre Jennings, the tight end. Everybody was stepping up last week, and we need the same today, or again, this week.
Yeah, and you see that production through just a solid week of practice, understanding routes and timing, and that's key. With a guy like Reggie being out of commission for those games, it provided the opportunity for a guy like Devin Brown to show up. And now with Mike Handy, getting 100%, even though he played, throughout that game, you could tell he was kind of dinged up a bit. You see a team that's very dangerous, that can score offensively in the air and on the ground.
Yes, and we'll be looking forward to seeing that this Saturday. This Saturday will be Lamar's homecoming. There will be lots of festivities going around all day prior to the game, so come out early, get you some food, interact with some friends and some people, and come watch the game as Lamar takes on Nicholls. Me and Jordan will have our post-game analysis after the game, and we hope to see you there. Go Big Red.